Joining me now from London is Joe Twyman. He is the co-founder and director of Deltapoll, a public opinion polling and research firm. Thank you so much for joining us. So how would you describe trade between the UK and China with Brexit on the horizon? Is the UK keen to solidify any deals and their relationship with some Brexit uncertainty ahead?
Yes, the UK is massively banking on its ability to make trade deals with big countries and big trading blocs like China and like the United States in order to placate the criticisms that many people in this country have about leaving the already large trading bloc of the European Union that we're part of currently. One of the big campaign slogans of the Leave campaign was about bringing sovereignty back to Britain to allow us to make our own trade deals with countries across the world. And so once we have that power back, it's imperative that we do a successful job with countries like China.
So, Joe, how would you say both sides are pushing forward on the so-called golden era of relations between them? This is a term that came about with prior UK Prime Minister David Cameron. So with Theresa May now, does the change in leadership make a difference?
I don't think so. I think that, if anything, it simply reinforces the commitment of Britain to make this relationship work and be beneficial for both sides. Politically, it's important on the international stage that Britain repositions itself as an international, global trading country in the wake of Brexit, but also domestically, it's hugely important that people like Jeremy Hunt, the Foreign Secretary, and Theresa May, the Prime Minister, make it clear that they can operate with countries like China and that the future for Britain on the global stage, when it comes to trade and when it comes to many other things, is very bright as we approach Brexit and not, as some people have claimed in Britain, quite the opposite.
Jeremy Hunt was only named Foreign Secretary just a few weeks ago. Is he trying to allay some concerns about some of the instability that people may have seen happen in the government there? And what would you say the UK's goals are from this China trip? What is he hoping to accomplish?
Well, there's huge amounts of uncertainty surrounding Brexit domestically, and so all discussion politically over the summer in this country is about what will happen next, who will stay, who will go, what will the outcome be. And all this uncertainty is very bad for the government, and it's particularly bad for the Prime Minister. And so out of this trip, the government will want to make it clear that we are stable internationally and that we can be seen as honest operators on the global stage when it comes to things like trade deals. Now, of course, whether that works or not remains to be seen. Jeremy Hunt has only been in the position a few days. He hasn't had a particularly strong day today. The headlines in the British papers this morning are not particularly complimentary about his performance so far, and so he'll be wanting to improve over the next few days and come back with at least a neutral, if not a positive, outlook.
And other than trade, what would you say are maybe some of the other global issues of mutual concern that could be discussed on this visit?
Well, there's inevitably going to be discussions about international issues such as sanctions for North Korea and cooperation on security when it comes to that, but also climate change. Now, this is hugely important to Britain because it's one of the key issues that Britain has been keen to push on an international stage. But with America increasingly moving away from the kind of position that Britain has adopted previously on climate change, it will be looking for new allies and sees China as a key opportunity in that respect.
All right, Joe Twyman in London, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.